Hey, my name is Dennis and welcome to a new episode of Service Accommodation in Lincoln. Just a quick summary. So we started do some refurb works on this service house in Lincoln on the 28th of November. Now it's 10th of January. We finally have done everything. The property went live on the 5th of December, and let me give you a tour what we have done and how does it look like. So once the guests walking in, first of all, what they see is the entrance. So we got a massive mirror here. So when the guests are walking out or walking in, they can have a look how beautiful they are. Then we did this design of the walls, as you can see. Before it was an old, creepy wallpaper that doesn't look beautiful. So we ripped completely everything off and we have put this interesting paint which is called Italian style, which, you know, it brings that quirky, stylish thing as well. So as you can see, we kept the original color of the walls, doors and stuff, repainted some bits and pieces which looked bad, but overall this is how it looks now. So now we're walking into the living room. As you can see, again, first of all, you see a sofa, you see a chair. We repainted the whole room except of this feature wall. Other than that, you got everything here. You got a TV, you got where to sit and chill with your friends and family. This is the place where guests can check our visit cards as well. We also got a QR code, so once they scan it automatically directs them to our website where we can get a direct bookings, really important stuff. Then obviously we provide Wi-Fi passport and the guest book, which contains all the information about the big house. This is how it looks. It is really important to bring a mirror in service accommodation because guests sometimes getting ready to go somewhere like to the party, or if it's a business meeting, they want to make sure they look nice and beautiful like me. So we got this nice big mirror. With the kitchen, we really kept all this style. We bought a table that matches this old school property, you know, and then we repainted this feature wall because before it was a rubbish color that didn't match the design. We repainted the whole kitchen, the ceiling, all the walls. We got nice lights as well. If you can see on this side, we got this interesting custom-made light that brings that feature what people haven't seen before, because we want to stand out from the others. As well, we provide cleaning pack, same as the cottage as well. Then we got a nice sink. This is an Aga cooker. It's not something that you're gonna find in every single property because this house is really old, and this brings another feature why people wanna stay here, because this is something unusual. Then we got some more storage for guests to leave their goods and stuff. We got nice big fridge, really important because guests they got their own food or drinks that they would like to store in a fridge, so really nice. We're gonna go upstairs, see the first bedroom. This is like an office area and dressing area. As you can see, we got a wardrobe, we got a Wi-Fi point here. We also provide like a hairdryer, iron and iron board, really important. These features, these little things, they add value to your property and guests. We're walking into the bedroom number 1. This is how it looks. Again, we put the wallpaper as a feature wall. We repainted some bits and pieces. We put some nice, beautiful bed lights to match the design of this property. And then just little pictures as well to add this home feeling that looks good. So as you're walking in, you see this beautiful bathroom. It's really spacious, big. You wouldn't expect that to find in some properties. So this is another feature and another thing to stand out from the others. Shower, sink, storage, toilet. Everything's basic but really beautiful and nice. Good, so bedroom number 2, it's basically called a Paris. As you can see, we got some features that shows it's a Paris, and the reason for that is because of the view. You can see some buildings, you can see some churches that makes this view be incredible. We also provide double and king size beds, really high quality mattresses because sleep is really important. Again, we repainted this bedroom. We added some little bits and pieces, not too much, some pictures to make feel like home. Again, king size high quality bed. We put a feature wall with wallpapers, then we got a nice view. Really basic, but again, it gives you that warm feeling. So nothing too much, just keep it simple, but obviously to stand out. Really important, as I said, is to provide a really comfortable and high quality mattress and the beddings, because that gives extra quality, and guests, when they enjoy their sleep, they want to come back again. So at the top of the floor you can see a bar. This is something that brings people coming into this service accommodation. Be standing out because not other properties or service accommodation apartments has a bar. This one does, and it's designed actually as a bar. It gives you that feeling to chill out with your friends, family, because this property is up to 8 guests, 8 people. So you would expect families to come in together, friends, and they want to, a place where they just can sit down, have a wine, have a beer, have a good music, because these are speakers. It gives a nice high quality sound, and yeah, you can just sit down, have a beer, talk to your friends, play some games as well, whatever you want to do. It just gives you that extra nice feature for your guests and the place to enjoy their time. So at the top floor we also have a bath, shower, sink, toilet. So every single floor has either a toilet or a shower. And then lastly is the bedroom. Bedroom number 4 is the smallest one, but again with a beautiful view. So again, we kept it really simple. Every single bedroom has a wardrobe, so that gives extra space in a bedroom. Again, really simple to give that homely feeling. Now I'm just going to do a overview of the big house from the beginning when we took this property on, and all the issues and how we overcome them. So obviously, as you would expect, this is a massive building, and it's also there are plenty of issues. Once you stripping out some wallpaper or there is some issue, you're gonna find another issue, and that adds up, because when you put a budget, when you got a budget to do the refurbs like painting, and you find another issues, that adds another cost, and unfortunately, again, with the big house we went over the budget, which is not the greatest, because your return on investment becomes smaller, but it was expected though. So we took this property on the 28th of October and it went live on the 4th of December. It took a bit too long, to be honest with you, because again, all of these issues, they were adding up together, and with this house, most of the time it was just me doing every single job, painting everything, which obviously didn't help, and unfortunately we delayed a lot. But the main target was to finish this property before the Christmas market in Lincoln, because this is a peak season in Lincoln, and where you can get a lot of money on the nightly rates which we achieved, so that is good. Again, because we did the cottage first, we knew some things which to face. So in terms of ordering some goods from the Amazon or the shops, it wasn't any troubles at this time, because we like all the issues that we had in the cottage, we improved for the big house. The big time saver and money saver was that most of the furniture was in this big house already, so we didn't had to spend some extra stuff. But all these little bits and pieces like siliconing the edges on of the bathroom, it did add up. And this time what I did in a different way, I sat down and put the listed down of the things that we need for the big house, and I went to the shop. I went to the cheapest shop, B&M, and don't get me wrong, I spent around £300 for little bits and pieces. You know, never ever underestimate little things, because once they adding up, yeah, and you got a list full of little things that you go into the shop, you think it's going to be around like 100 or 150 pounds. Trust me, it's going to be double, which was a bit surprise for me. But we got this property done, we put it live. We did a great job with the marketing, and it's up and running and it's making us money. At the moment it's a low season, so we like January we don't get that many bookings, but we're sure that this property is going to be doing really well on a peak season in Lincoln. So I want to tell you 3 takeaway points which are really important. So takeaway point number 1 is always list things which you need. Yeah, so if you got to buy some toiletries, if you got to buy some kitchen utensils or pans, list that down. Get a strict list. Don't go to the shop without the list, because you're going to be ending up going there again, or you're going to be buying some things which are unnecessary. Point number 2, plan your refurb. This is really important. It's like when you go into the property, especially if it's an old one, and you think, oh, it just needs a lick of paint. Once you pull that fridge out and you see another issue, that's going to be again delay in your deadline time, and it's going to involve some extra costs. So be careful, check every single corner, you know, touch every single wall and list down what you got to do. Really important. And takeaway point number 3 is never underestimate your time and how much effort you're gonna have to put in on a refurb, because trust me, it is much harder and it takes longer time as well. It's not like you come into the property and, well, that's gonna take just 1 week. Trust me, if you haven't done the point number 2 and you think it's gonna take you only a week, it's gonna take longer. So really important things. Number 1, write down of things that you need, really strict. Point number 2, strict plan on the refurbs. And point number 3, don't underestimate your effort and the time. So I really hope that this video was really useful for you, and you're not gonna be making mistakes which I made, and you're gonna be smashing in your property journey. All the best.